Marshall Levenson, Rivals national analyst here. Looking towards the 2024 season, everyone's paying attention to the new version of the SEC. Texas and Oklahoma get added. They no longer are doing East and West divisions within the conference, so it'll change up how the two matchup or the matchup of the two teams in the SEC championship looks. I think maybe the most intriguing team for me outside of the newcomers in Texas and Oklahoma is LSU. Losing the Heisman winning quarterback, lots of turnover on the staff, especially on the defensive side. The defense was really bad last year. Lose your two best receivers, probably going in the top 15 with Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr. But looking at who can make the SEC title game, not who can necessarily win it, but who can make it, I think LSU is firmly within that discussion. I think that's going to be the case on a yearly basis under Brian Kelly, and should be on a yearly basis no matter who's coaching LSU. Ole Miss has a great roster. Lane Kiffin has done fantastic things in the portal. They look like they might be a top contender. Alabama still has talent littered throughout their roster. Georgia is Georgia. They probably are the favorite to win the national championship next year. Missouri has been on the rise. Texas has been on the rise. No one knows what OU is going to do. A&M has a new regime under Mike Elko. There's a lot of teams that could be in contention, and I think LSU is firmly in one of those. My main reason, I'm a big believer in Garrett Nussmeier. They have another two potential first-round wide receivers with Kyron Lacy, and they added a top receiver out of Liberty, out of the portal. I think the main thing will be, can they turn the defense around? I think they will. They have Harold Perkins. He's going to be in his third year. I think he's going to make a lot of plays. I think the secondary will get figured out. LSU always has defensive linemen that can get to the passer. I think those things, I think LSU will figure it out on defense. I think their offense is going to be electric once again. It'll be different than under Jaden Daniels because Garrett Nussmeier is not a runner, but he can air it out with the best of them. He can put it down the field. And as we saw in their spring game this weekend, he likes to do that, and they definitely have the weapons to go and get it. They have a stable of running backs in that room with just elite speed. They have an offensive line that can block anybody in the SEC. I think the Tigers are going to be in the thick of it when it comes to at least competing to get to the title game. It'll be a different way to get there. It'll just be based off of the record in the conference because there's no divisions. But I think when we look October, November, as the race heats up to get to the SEC title game, I think we're going to see LSU in the thick of it. And I'm going to say I believe that they have a chance to win it. Georgia is going to be really tough to beat. Ole Miss is going to be really tough to beat. Texas, really tough to beat. But looking at it 8 months from now, I think we might see LSU in the title game, and I think there's a chance. I think there's a chance we might see them win it. So it'll be a fascinating topic, to debate and look at for the next several months. But it won't be one that we get to know for 7-8 months. But it'll be a topic that I'm debating quite a bit over the offseason.